Happy Friday, guys. Just sat in my office. Another Friday, another sunny Friday, another Friday without youth groups, Friday without meeting you guys and playing crazy games. Hopefully one of the, only a couple more Fridays before we can get back to normal again. I'm not sure. That's what I'm praying for right now. But guys, I'm going to continue with our series today of the house that God built. This idea that God is building us up. God is building us up from the foundations, making sure we're stepping on firm foundations, making sure we know that what we're standing on is strong. And our faith and our understanding of everything that comes with that is strong. You know, we can trust it. I don't know about you, but when I've walked on kind of gravelly roads before, I always kind of think, oh great, well this is where I'm going to twist my ankle, or this is where I'm going to fall over. But on a smooth road, I always feel a lot more comfortable. That's kind of the same as your foundations, having that strong foundation to stand on, knowing that you're not going to falter, knowing that you're not going to fall. And last time we spoke about framing, about being shaped, being able to be adjusted before committing to being built that way, and how God wants us to be framed. What's our understanding of being framed by God? What commandments are we listening to? What scripture are we basing our religious understanding on? How do we think, and what do we think about Jesus? What does it mean? And then today we're looking at basically this idea of we've done our foundation, we've done our framing. Now it's the windows and doors, right? In this process, we would get to this point because it's important about where you place these things. Your access points, your exits and entries to different rooms, to different houses, having a fire hazard plan or whatever, having the right size windows. But when I worked in selling windows and doors up in Linden, we would sell for these incredible looking houses. And there'd be fantastic houses on top of hills, looking over Bellingham Bay, houses looking over these incredible fields and fields with mountains in the background, with these amazing looking views. And they would have this tiny window. And I would always think, man, that is wasted. You have this opportunity for this vast view of God's creation everywhere, and you could see it for miles and miles and miles, and you're just sticking this tiny little 2 foot by 2 foot window in there, and that's it. Or you get those people who live right on the water, and they have a wall of just glass, so they could take in this incredible view. And it was breathtaking. You know, you'd look at it and you'd be like, wow, this is what I want to look at every day. I want to wake up and have my coffee in front of that. We went up to Mount Spokane yesterday with the boys just to drive up there. Took the dog, did a little walk, came back down again. Didn't see anyone. So no need to social distancing, but the views. And there were a couple of houses as we're climbing up this mountain, you're kind of going, these guys must get the best views. You kind of think, well, what if they didn't have any decent windows to look out of and admire that view? They'd really be missing out on something here. So I've got a couple of Bible verses. One is Colossians 3:2, and it says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Well, what's that got to do with you saying my affection? Well, fix your eyes on the things of above, right? Not on things of earth. And when I think about that, I think, okay, well, what does that mean? Does that mean I can't look at beautiful things? Do I have to look at Jesus the whole time? What's going on? Well, God created nature. So my understanding of this is when you get to a high point, when you get to a incredible viewpoint or a beautiful scene, God's put this thing inside of us to go, wow, and admire what he's made. And I think that's part of what's being said here, setting my eyes on the things that God's made and seeing that he's made it, but also understanding that it's all from God, fixing my eyes on Jesus because he created everything. And Hebrews 12:2 says this, looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. So looking unto Jesus, right? So in this house that we're building, we've got this strong foundation, we've got these frames coming up, and we've got these doors going in so we can move inside and outside of the building. But we have these points where we can stop and look out these windows. And what we fix our eyes on is really important. So where are you going to place those windows? And for me, I get distracted. Comics, movies, shoes. I like shoes. I like sneakers. Yeah, they're good. And I will be distracted. Musical instruments, anything like that, I get distracted. And I will go, I want to see that. Where actually I know that I should be fixing my eyes on Jesus. But I get distracted myself. So where have I put my windows in this house, and where do they need to be adjusted to? Because the thing about the framing, remember, is it's easy to adjust. That's the point where we can adjust things. We can move this window to here instead. It just takes a couple of changing, a little bit of sawing, a little bit of hammering, a little bit of, and then we're good to go. But it's the adjustment. We're at that phase right now where we can say, actually, I'm trying to fix my eyes on fill in the blank. Is it Jesus? Is it your own heart? Is it your own desires? Is it what you think is right? What you think is meaningful in the world? Or is it the author and finisher of our faith, who, by the way, went to the cross and endured the punishment and the shame and is now sat at the right hand of the throne of God? Is that what you're fixing your eyes on, or is it something else? So my idea of this situation with windows and doors is having a plan, right? And what we think is right, but asking God, hey, how can we adjust this so it fits what you want us to see? How can we adjust this so that we're seeing what you are putting in front of us instead of what we're putting in front of us? Because it's so easy for me to get distracted. I've already said it. Put something shiny in front of me, I am like a moth to a flame. Ooh, look at that. Jesus doesn't want me to be distracted. He wants me to be looking at him. And why? Because he's done it all. He's done it all. He went to the cross, and now he's sat at the right hand of the Father, and I should be looking at him going, thank you. But instead I'm looking at these worldly things that don't mean anything, that aren't going to last the test of time, that are going to fade. They're going to be gone. So where am I fixing these windows? So I can see the most incredible view that is Jesus. Or so I can look outside and see this car that will rust, that will die down, the paint will fade, the tires will burn out, and eventually the car will not even work anymore. Do I want to look at Jesus, or do I want to look at worldly things? Positioning those windows in this house that we're building is so important. It is so important to know where we're looking. And an entranceway and an exitway isn't something to dumb down. Doors are good. Doors shut out the world. Doors give us privacy. Give us a little bit of security. What are we holding on to for security? Our own means or for Jesus? Do you sleep well with your door open, or do you like it shut? Think about that. Think about God as your protector, as your security. But also think about where you're placing these views. Where are you fixing your eyes? Where are we looking right now? Are we looking at God, or are we looking at the world? Guys, as usual, I pray for you every day. If you have anything specific to add to my list, please get in contact with me. I would love to keep praying for you more specifically. I hope this has been a blessing. I pray this has been a blessing. I pray that this helps fix your eyes on God a little bit more in this time. Guys, I'll continue this series next week, but this has been the house that God built. All about those views, all about those windows. Where are you looking? God bless you guys. See you soon. Bye.